And here comes Elton Dharry, who fights out of New York. A very quiet entrance, no announcing music. This is promising to be a more technical fight because Marks is a fighter who doesn't like to really get into exchanges. He moves around a lot, and I think that was what was some of the words being exchanged at the press conference was about, that Marks would run all night.
But Dharry's going to push him. Dharry's going to push him to the limit. And he will have to come down. I don't think he'll be able to just box wrong all night. Dharry's going to push him to the limit and he's going to bring him off of his bicycle.
Here comes Dexter Marks. Dexter the Kid Marks. Marks' only loss has been to Leon Moore, which was a bit of an ill-advised fight, to tell you the truth. I don't know who talked him into taking that fight. But that is his only loss in, I think, 8 or 9 fights.
You see, that's the interesting part, Howard. You see how many people are in the ring? When that bell sounds, it's going to be 2 principals, and it's going to be Dharry and Marks. And that is when you will have to be able, you must display what you can do. All the talking, it's time now for action.
Marks is a very stylish boxer. He's more of a defensive fighter. Very good defensive fighter. Very elusive, hard to hit, and by his own admission, doesn't like to be hit often. Does his best not to be hit often. But he also has got to remember that he's got to hit his opponent to score some points. So
I've always learned, once you're in close proximity to hit, you're in close proximity to be hit.
to be hit. Yeah. This fight, we should remind you, is for the Kobofi bantamweight title. And the winner of this fight will be rated in the WBC's top 20 for the division. So there's a lot at stake for these fighters here tonight. They are really fighting for a world ranking.
This is another championship bout sanctioned by the National Boxing Board of Control. Of course, the president and director of boxing acting tonight is Andy Thurman. It's a Kobofi championship fight, so the WBC Kobofi supervisor is the president of the National Boxing Board of Control, who incidentally is the president of Kobofi, Mr. Peter O'Abdul. Introducing the boxers.
The boxers are now being introduced.
Fighting out of the blue corner. He weighing at 170 pounds. Wearing black trunks. Sporting a win, a record of 6 wins is against 5 losses. Fighting out of boxing.
I noticed Dharry is wearing a knee brace. That's probably an indication that he has, could it be an indication he's carrying a slight injury?
I'm not quite certain. It's the first time I've noticed it, and during our conversation before the fight, even at the press conference, he didn't mention any pain or any problems.
Wearing black trunks with gold trimmings and gold writing. Fighting out of the housing community of Sapphire.
Howard, what kind of fight do you expect here tonight?
Well, I expect Marks to be doing quite a lot of moving around. It's whether Dharry can cut the ring off and get to him. Marks is not known for his strong punching. Dharry can pack a wall up. He has shown that he packs a wall up. Marks says that he has fought 12 rounds more than once, and that he obviously his strategy is to take Dharry into the later rounds. He feels that Dharry doesn't have the stamina to go. Dharry not having gone 12 rounds before.
But Dharry has fought qualitative opponents, and sometimes 6 rounds with some guys could be as much as 12 rounds with others. And Dharry is a sharp puncher, very sharp puncher. You see, it's the first time I'm seeing somebody, he's cutting the ring, and he's pushing Marks backward. That can make a big difference.
And Dharry cuts the ring off with a minimum of movement.
That is the way a professional does it.
He doesn't really have to chase him around the ring. A few steps to the left, a few steps to the right, he cuts the ring off.
That's the way a professional does. You see the professional movement there. And Marks himself is not going to be caught, but this is going to be a very fierce fight. This fight here will be a very fast-paced one because Marks is not going to settle long. Dharry is not going to let up. Beautiful punches by Dharry.
I think Marks was hurt there.
Dharry is picking his punches. You see determined punches, purposeful punches, and Marks himself will need to settle down a bit if he's to get a kind of power from his punches.
Yes. He got tagged with a right and he attempted to hold, but you got to be careful.
Dharry looked far more composed than the last time he came and he fought Otto Rogers. He looks far more composed. He looks more determined.
I don't know if Marks is nervous or that is his corner strategy, but
I guess we have to wait till this fight goes
now
on.
he's thrown a very wild right, which is most on Marks like. I don't know if he's been rattled by some punches early in the round.
I know he doesn't find it very easy dancing around the ring because Dharry is pushing his foot at the right places, cutting him off, and making the ring very small indeed. I kind of like Dharry's approach in terms of how he's cutting the ring. I haven't seen much of that for tonight. Marks is growing in confidence. Obviously, he's growing in confidence.
Well, that might be dangerous for him.
Well, and he's very elusive too.
I think Marks got hurt just at the bell.
But it was more, when he fell, it was more of a push.
Yeah.
He did not fall from a punch, so there's some debate about that.
Round 2. Certainly was a lot of action in that first round towards the end. They kept fighting after the bell. The referee had to step in and separate them.
I don't see it going 12. I don't see it going 12, Howard. This is going to call for the man who wants it more bad enough. This is the man who's going to win this fight here tonight. And Dexter Marks comes from a very good lineage of boxing. Remember Vincent Howard?
Yeah.
Vincent Howard is his, I think his uncle, the Howard clan. You had quite a few Howards in the boxing ring. Now we've seen Dexter Marks, who is looking real good against Dharry. But Dharry's not letting up also. Dharry's pushing it and we're seeing the pressure of having to evade those punches, of having to bounce around the ring. I'm veering on Dexter.
Dharry seems to be waiting now for the counter punch. Well, it's evolving now into a very tactical battle. Marks has good hand speed. And he's fighting now in flurries. Well, it was always felt that this bout was the most evenly matched bout of the night.
Yeah,
And
but
it was-
this here is at a terrific pace, and both men had better have the kind of conditions required to go the 10 rounds. The
12 rounds.
Yeah, 12
Well, if
rounds.
certainly Marks is going to continue moving as he's done in the first 2 rounds, he better be in supreme condition.
But Dharry's approach of cutting the ring is really nullifying his movements, and I think that could act in Dharry's favor if he really continues.
Well, he's having to move more just to stay ahead of Dharry.
Dharry's more purposeful. You can see it. Dharry, for those looking at on television, the man on the right of the screen now, back in the screen now, he's on the left of the screen, and Dexter Marks, the man with gold trimmings of his trunks. They're moving so fast, however, I can't pin them to one spot for very long. And that is good because it means, therefore, that both fighters will have to work for every punch he scores. And it's now Dexter Marks that has just erupted into flurry.
Both
They're
fighters,
getting a bit dirty now.
both fighters
And
hitting
both
on the break.
fighters are heated.
Both fighters hit on the break, and they touch gloves and apologize to each other. I have no doubt they'll do it again if the chance
Of
arises.
course. Blood is boiling. Blood is boiling.
I'm surprised that Dharry is not jabbing more, though. He's into.
But Dexter himself is an elusive target. So
Yes, he is.
that may be responsible for Dharry. You know, he's stalking his man, but he's not getting all the jabs as he wants to.
Dexter is throwing a wild right hand, which leaves him off balance. You gotta watch that. Because Dharry is obviously setting himself up to counter punch.
Dexter Marks is very elusive.
Yeah, he is.
But it depends on the kind of condition he has. Can he do that for 12 rounds?
That's right. He's got to keep running.
I don't refer to this as run. I think it's a tactical approach. One, that he's dancing around, he's evading lots of punches. Dharry's the man who will have to work to get to the corner Dexter Marks. And if he cannot, well, too bad.
Dharry is showing a good uppercut, which is just missing its mark. Good body shot. A good body shot from Dharry to end the round.
I still am awed by that knockout in the fight before. My mind is still riveted on that knockout. It really was a devastating punch. And you cannot be too comfy in your zone when you see these boxers here. Both of them are dancing around, but then you know that both of them, anyone could score a knockout, but then Dharry has got the slight edge by dint of the fact that he's a stronger puncher.
Dharry is throwing a wicked uppercut, which is just missing. It would be very interesting if that uppercut were to land while Marks is coming in.
Ooh, beautiful left hook. A wonderful left hook by Dexter. He sneak past everything, including Dharry's guards.
Yeah.
It's not that Dharry's getting problems with Dexter's movement. It's just that Dexter's moving so quickly that Dharry's unable to counter as quickly as he should if he should come out on top of this situation. The mouse appears on the Dharry's left eye.
Yeah, it seems so.
And Dexter Marks is getting confident by the second. You will see it. He's oozing confidence. Dharry is more determined, he's more purposeful. But Dexter Marks is not going to give up. He looks at a guy who's going to be on his bicycle for the rest of the night if it needs to be.
Dexter is being very elusive. A good body shot from Dharry. And that's one sure way to slow Dexter down. Attack his body. I mean, Slipping punches is all well and good, but you got to put something on the other guy.
Yeah. It's good when you slip, but you have to also make the guy pay for his mistakes. That impresses the judge.
Yeah, Dharry does seem to have a small mouse under his left eye.
But Dharry is not using up much energy. He's cutting the ring, and Dex is the one that's really carrying the pace of this fight here because he's not going to stand up and war with Dharry. Dharry will have to work for every punch that he scores.
At the bell, round number 5.
If Dharry wants to take total control of this fight, he will have to really up the ante. He will
Yes.
have to push his man back to the rope. He have to cut him off. He have to really throw flurries because Dexter Mark is not interested in coming down off of his bicycle.
And I don't think this is where Dexter Marks wants to be. Dexter goes back on his bicycle after that flurry. Remember, folks, this is for the Kabofi title. The winner here gets a world ranking.
Oh! That was a well-timed uppercut by Dharry.
And that is
he lured Dexter Marks.
That is the
onto it.
uppercut I've been talking about. That it's been missing before, but
Dexter Marks a bit more wary now. He's not going to be caught with that one again. And he's being extra cautious this time around.
and if you notice, Mike Dharry is landing some body shots. He's trying to slow him down to the body.
He's mixing it up altogether.
Yeah.
But Dexter Marks is intent that he's not going to come down off his bicycle. He did it temporarily on several occasions because he was lured into that false move. But now he's being very careful to stay on that bicycle. Coming to the halfway stage, and Dexter Marks, we see him there, looks a bit winded but not tired. Dharry has not been expending much energy. He had been using lots of, he'd be cutting the ring quite a lot, and that saves it on the energy more or less. You know, we always like to see water sprinkling out of the head of the boxers. It looks like, give the impression that that's a hard punch.
I think certainly Dharry's strategy is trying to lure him into an exchange,
This fight, Howard, make no mistake about it, is going at a very rapid pace. Ooh! Dexter Marks has scored with that left hook. Swing that left hook to Dharry's jaw. And he was out of there before Dharry could retaliate. Dexter Marks is gaining confidence, and he will have to be careful because Dharry is still stalking.
Dexter is getting wild with some of those punches. Dharry is concentrating on the body. He's just been warned for a bit of a low blow. A good counter by Dexter Marks. Good counter left hook. Well, the fight has gone to the halfway stage.
And no let
I
nobody
think
pace.
conditioning will tell now from this point onwards, I think.
This is what you call deep waters, Howard.
Yeah.
And you see Dharry is now, or rather Howard, or what am I saying? Rather Dexter Marks. Dexter Marks has now resorted to a little less bunks in the rung. Dharry himself is still stalking, but Dexter Marks is getting on his bicycle and countering with some punches, which is surprising Dharry to some extent.
Yes. Good body shots by Dharry. Dharry is really investing to the body. Dharry is investing heavily in the body shots now.
What a way to put it.
And it's beginning to show some results because Dexter certainly slowed down. Some air has certainly come out of the bicycle wheels there.
But he's still being elusive.
Yeah, he still is elusive because he's got a lot of sideways movements, head and body movements.
But Dharry seems now to be concentrating quite a lot on that body.
Yes, he is.
He wants to bring his man down.
A stiff jab. Beautiful body tag. And down goes Dexter Marks on a terrific barrage. And it's over. It's all over.
Well, there you go again.
And there's pandemonium. A lot of people in the ring who shouldn't be in the ring. But the body shots did the work, Mike.
But as I was saying, it was methodical.
It was very
Dharry
methodical.
Knew what he wanted to do. He finally got Dexter Marks down on his bicycle, and then the blows reigned supreme.
Yeah.
I guess that was what you call a methodical beating.
That's right. Elton Dharry has won the Kabofi bantamweight title.